It's the key. Let's do it right. 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 Hey. Look at all them. Look at that greenery back there. So beautiful. Stop. Okay, so I'm having the time of my life, to be quite honest. But what good would it be if I couldn't share it with you? So what I like to do is share, as I often do. You know, that's the pleasure I get out of life, is to share. To share my blessings, share my insights, because God shares with me. And it's not just for me, it's to share with you, because at the end of the day, He loves you too. When I think about it, everything God did, He did in love. Everything God made, He made out of love. So that we can live in love. So that we can breathe in love. He's renewing the love right now. Love is forever. It's a vibration that lasts forever. Even long after you gone, your love still carry on. That's what I learned about love. But even more importantly, love is a force that keeps us together. Love is a force that it's a universal force. In the sense that it's the language that God speaks. When He breathed breath into our bodies, He did that with love. Everything He do it with compassion. The point that I'm making to y'all is, it's a time for us to align with the image that we were created in. We were created in the image of love. Hatred has destroyed us. Generation after generation after generation after generation. And hatred continues to destroy us. God has given me the keys. He's given me quite a few answers to quite a few of the problems of our world today. Hatred is the biggest one. Once we can remove that hatred out of our systems, out of our lives, our world will be a better place. Everything abides in love. Love is God, by the way. Anything outside of that vibration is not vibrating in love, but in hatred. When you train a man to kill another man, when you train a man to hate another man, ain't nothing right about that. You know, it's time for us all to reanalyze the situations, and all of us to start really coming together on our thoughts, because we had the power in our hands. Everybody got a mama. Everybody got a brother. You got somebody you love. You got somebody that you love. And the moral of the story is, everybody should be treated with that same type of love across the board. Because that love is the only thing that's going to unite us. There's no way we can stand side by side and hold hands with hatred in our hearts. There's no way we can put this world back together again with hatred in our hearts. Because that's the very source that's destroying us all. That's the source of wickedness and evilness. It's that hatred. So God been heavy on me about this love and this hatred and the war. The war. He's shown me how many individuals have gathered for destruction of his people, as opposed to how many have gathered to unite his people. Examine your hearts and decide for yourself, are you truly for God or are you against God? Are you in the army for the Lord or are you in the army to destroy his people? Because that's what it's boiling down to right now. It's boiling down to either you for or you against them. It's impossible to be against anything of his, anything that he created and claim to be for him when you against his work, when you against his children, when you against what he's created. You against him. You either support him fully or you don't. If God is for me, who can be against me? I lean not to my own understanding, but I'm obedient. I obey God, as every other living thing should do. He's given us dominion. And it's about that time that we start using the dominion that we have to rightfully honor him, to rightfully praise him, just by simply loving another, just by simply loving every other being that he's created. You see that sun coming through me? I do. Anyway, the point that I'm making is that wasn't intentional. But God, he has his mysterious ways of leading me, guiding me, and showing his presence in my life. But the point of the matter is, we have to come together. It's crunch time, and it's boiling down to that point in time where it's happening for us. It's not happening to us, it's happening for us. And it's time to embrace it and ride that wave. It's called a wave of love. It's a beautiful thing. I've been riding it for a while now. It's beautiful. You know, it's so good to me that I want you to get a little bit of it. You know, I want you to have a little bit of this love. Because God raining it down on me in every way that he can. From the sun to the trees to the animals and everything in the earth. It's being filled with the vibration of love. Don't resist it. This is what I'm asking of all of you today. Just surrender to that love. How bad can it be? It can't be no worse than what we've already surrendered to. Because we've already submitted to the hatred, the anger, the desires of the heart, and the desires of the flesh, the desires to destroy one another, and the desires to self-destruct. But it's time to move out the way and let God step in. You know, it's time to use your power in the right way, as opposed to killing and destroying his people. And when I say his people, I'm speaking of our people, meaning we are one people. So as opposed to using this power to destroy one another, let's use this power to build one another. Let's use this power to uplift one another. Yes, I'm talking about the armed forces. Ones who have power to kill another. Use that same power to build another, to heal another, and stop destroying these people. Because it ain't right. Justice, peace. Blessings, beloveds.